What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, back again with some more Grand Voyage content. And this time we're taking on the second island, which is against the Alvida's hideout, and we are up against Alvida. Alvida, in my opinion, this is definitely a much easier one to take on, because it's not like you need like obscure level limit broke characters in order to actually get through it. It is a little bit more accessible. Is it easy? No, it is still ridiculously hard, and we're going to go through it in today's video. I want to give a huge shout out to Stump, though, with the idea of the team that you guys are going to see in the second team clip, as there are a couple of different teams flying around for level 5 of Alvida. I almost got one to work, but you guys will see that one in the level 4. It clears level 4, and it just falls short of level 5. But we'll go ahead and jump into the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The first thing we're having to look at is the first team that I built for this content, and it actually does beat the level 4 condition. Now, this actually does beat the level 5 boss with the increased HP, but it doesn't fulfill the condition of clearing it in 6 turns, or 6 attacking turns. So you can still use this to clear level 4 and get a lot of rewards for that, but unfortunately didn't clear that 5th level, which we will be talking about in the next clip in this video. But the preemptive on Battle 1 is that there's normal attacks only, of course, and also special cooldown to strength characters. So if you have strength characters that are dual units, make sure to set them as strength at the start of the quest so they actually receive that cooldown. Now, some of these stages along the way here can be a little bit pesky, especially stage 3, because there is an enemy with a barrier. So the thing is because of the condition, you want to clear it in 6 turns, specifically level 5. These mob stages actually might be a little bit annoying, but then stage 4 is the mini boss, of course, and Alvida has around 6 million HP, so she doesn't actually have a lot, but she has a lot of defense, a lot of base defense. I think it's around 1 million is what was stated, so that's pretty nuts. I'm not too sure how much HP the mob pirates have on Battle 4, but it's not super substantial, and those pirates do not have the increased defense like what Alvida has, so at least that's something nice. But this is a little bit different from the Shanks fight, or on the Sea Monster fight, because there was not really a lot of gimmicks on Battle 4, but this one there is a lot. So you've got the blowaway immunity on the enemy, and then they give you lots of debuffs. You have slot bind to your middle row, you have chain coefficient reduction, you also have bind on your bottom left character, and paralysis on your bottom right character. There's going to be hunger inflicted to your team, and your crew's slots will be either bomb or badly matching slots. So this is where the treasure map kid, which you guys will see in the next clip, he's really good because he has hunger, and his special does change those slots into matching. He gives you a lot of buffs because of that, so it's really good to have that treasure map kid. Also, this Akainu that we're using on this team, he's wicked for this stage because he can just remove all of the enemy's barriers for you. Absolutely awesome. And as well as this free-to-play Garb character, he's also very, very good for this content, as he does have a crewmate effect that can resist the special reverse, which is what happens to your right-hand side on Battle 5, and his special ability gives your fighter characters some special reverse or some special cooldown, which is very nice to any other characters that receive that special reverse. But his special is really good because it does also remove enemy barriers, and you guys will see in the next clip he gets really, really good usage in that next clip. But we've also got the Luffy and Sanji, which they're a pretty decent option here. They have a lot of accessible supports which really help out in this fight. But the main issue with this fight is the fact that all of the enemies have resilience once again, so there aren't really a lot of ways that strength fighters can get around resilience aside from Luffy Crew's final tap. So that's what we're using here, but also we do have the support of support rare recruit Suru, which attaches to Garp or Sengoku, and whenever they launch their special, for 3 turns you do end of turn damage, which allows you to get around that resilience, and that support is so ridiculously good for this quest. There are a couple other ways you could get around it, like Douglas Bullet, for example. He gives you end of turn damage for 2 turns, and depending on your tap timing and the way that you do it, you can organize it in such a way where you can kill multiple enemies in 1 turn due to Bullet's end of turn damage effect. But of course, I was unable to kill all of these mobs here in the 6 turns that was requested for level 5, so you see that it takes me a pretty long time to kill this quick mob, but then you'll see in the next clip in this video, we're able to get through it a lot faster. Now we get to have a look at the next team, which is going to be the double Luffy crew team. And once again, as I said at the start of the video, shout out to Stump and some other content creators that had this team put out there. And this team is pretty good. And I was trying to see if there were like outright replacements for any of these characters here, but there really isn't many options. You could potentially take out Foxy and Porsche for another character, but the problem is that Foxy and Porsche are like the only strength fighter character that has slot bind resistance that also removes bind and despair. There's a couple you can use that remove like bind or despair or attack down and stuff like that, but like hardly any of them have slot bind resistance, which is very annoying. And also we're using that treasure map free-to-play kid once again, as I mentioned earlier on in the previous clip. He's really nice because he has the hunger resistance, and he also has that really good special that you can use to do damage, right? And also it does do a bit of orb change, and what will happen is there is a special interrupt on the final boss stage where if you use an orb changing effect, you'll get orb change given back to you. So we're able to manipulate in such a way where we can just use the special ability of Kid and then the support of Reiju attached to Kid to give us an orb boosting effect. It's only a 1.3 orb boost, but it's very useful. Because it means that by activating that, we can then use a Luffy Crew special to get the attack boost, the color affinity, the chain boost, the rainbow slots, and it makes it so much easier. If you activate the specials in the wrong order, like if you use Jozu first, he gives you damage reduction, and then if you use Kid special to get the orb boost, you'll have multiple buffs active, which means when you use Luffy Crew special, that he'll just extend the duration of your current buffs rather than give you all of the attack boost, color affinity, chain boost, etc. So when you use Luffy Crew special, you need to only have one buff active at the time. So it's really finicky, but of course if you activate the specials in the right order, at the right time, this team is very comfortable with no issues at all. The great benefit of Luffy and the Straw Hats is the fact that they are a dual unit that can switch into a Dex type character, and by doing that it means that you can have type advantage against that one pesky pirate enemy that changes into a quick character. And yeah, that's the main reason why this team has a much easier job at clearing this time around compared to the previous team that you guys would have seen in this video. So with the way this team works is that we're basically launching all of our specials in the right order, of course, and we're just focusing Alvida on the first turn, making sure that she 100% goes down. We will have to tank a bit of damage from these pirate characters, but they really don't do enough damage to, you know, be worried about. But then on the next turn, we're able to use the special ability of Garp, which procs the support effect of Suru. So for the next 3 turns, we get that end of turn damage effect. And Garp also changes the left side slots into strength, and then we can switch our captain into a Dex character so that he gets type advantage against the quick enemy that we'll see on the enemy side of the field. So with all of that, a pretty comfortable team, and a lot more comfortable and easier to build comparatively to the local Sea Monster Grand Voyage event. But of course, if I ever get a team that will defeat the other Grand Voyages, I'll be going ahead and making some videos for you guys about that. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.